So Gary Lineker, good friend of mine, full disclosure. I've never understood why anyone cares too much about his views on political stuff. He's perfectly entitled to. I watched him on Match of the Day. He never mentions it on that. I couldn't care less personally. However, then, interestingly, there's been a big furore because he was one of a number of celebrities who signed a petition about this against the government's Rwanda plan. And that apparently is allowed under the new BBC rules for people who are not using current affairs presenters like him. But he then got into a bit of a set-to with various Tory MPs. One was Grant Shapps, who had a pop at him. And so Gary hit back, a tad rich for someone who can't even stick to one name. 4 chaps, schnaps, quite a good line. And the other one was Jonathan Gullis, who had said he breached impartiality rules. And he said Jonathan hasn't read the new guidelines, or should I say, had someone read them to him. So, and Shapps said he should stick to football. And it's on these 2 points that Sami Ishar, the incoming chairman, said seemed to be a breach because it's attacking individuals. To which, Kevin, I would say, if Tory MPs want to have a pop at Gary Lineker for something he's done, he's perfectly entitled to have a pot back, isn't he?
I agree. No, absolutely. And if he was picking on them and singling them out, that would be totally different. But the BBC is tying itself in knots. He's not doing news and current affairs. He's a sports presenter. On Match of the Day, when he's presenting the highlights of the football, he's not going into politics. He's not sitting down the right wing. No, that right wing is better than Suella Braverman.
The one time I criticised him was at the start of the Qatar World Cup when he did this big homily
spiel,
about their human rights. I thought, well, he won't do that when they go to America, right?
So exactly.
I didn't like that, but otherwise, I just don't have a problem.
The thing is, even if I agreed with his politics and what he was saying, I think the issue is not with him, but it's with the BBC, because the BBC have set this precedent.
So what should they do?
You can't have someone like him, on...
Why not?
Nothing.
Because the thing is, if you do
David
that,
Attenborough does, Alan Sugar does.
You can't pretend to be impartial. Here's the issue, but the public has to pay for the BBC. And so with that, we have certain standards that we expect. I don't care if I agree with everything that came out of Gary Lineker's mouth. I don't want this person who's clearly very partisan in his views representing the BBC in some way. And he doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the money.
Not a slave.
I honestly think you just say, look, news current affairs, you don't tweet about anything which shows your political
That's unsustainable.
colours, right?
It's an unsustainable standard.
But the ones who have nothing to do with it, who cares?
It's unsustainable.
Alan Sugar, Sir Alan Sugar, Lord Sir Alan Sugar, presents The Apprentice, does it very well. Hugely controversial tweets all the time.
Yeah.
All these people don't need the money.
But would you say he should be sacked?
No, I'm not saying he should be sacked. I'm saying why would they want to keep working for the BBC?
Whether you agree with them or not doesn't matter. It's their right to say what they...
Guys, got to leave it.